for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready to rumble! Would all the exhibitors please make their way to the ring for the judges' briefing? Thank you.
Right. Am I on? I'm coming through? Okay, good, good. Right, I'm not sure I can follow a rumble, but here we go. So, welcome to the BAS National 2023. I'm really excited to have you here. Thank you for your entries. Thank you for the sponsorships, big and small. All makes a massive difference to this show. I'd like to thank all of our volunteers who were putting in hours before the show, at the show, and of course those that will be doing it after the show. It all helps to make us have a truly successful and brilliant special event. Before I introduce the judges, I'd like to just go through a few of the key players that are essential to the running over the next couple of days. So we have our ring stewards. In ring 2, in our female ring, we have Craig Kerr, who's going to be, has courageously volunteered to do all 3 days for us. So thank you. He'll be there to help you in any step you go through. We've got Gary Naish, who probably doesn't need any introductions, who, you know, thank him again for coming, and he'll be doing our ring stewarding for today and tomorrow. And then we have Charles Henderson, who is somewhere. Oh, excellent, who is going to take over from Gary in the male ring on Sunday. We've got Libby Henson and Debbie Maxwell, who are doing our recording, and have made sure that we have all of our color changes, which there have been a few. That's all there. We've got Rob Benson and Tom Scott, who you will be listening to for the next few days, keeping us informed of everything that's going on, and of course entertained, I think, this weekend. We're very fortunate to have this big screen that costs us a lot of money. You know, we couldn't do that without our sponsorship, and allows us for our live streaming, as well as for us to get a bit of a glimpse of what these judges are going to be looking at throughout the whole weekend. And that's been provided by Lush Digital Media, so thank you for that. We've got Liz Barlow and Ian Sharp, which, oh, there he is. So these guys are our gate stewards for the weekend. They are the ones to go and ask any questions to, okay? So for the running order and everything else that's going on, Liz is in the female ring and Ian is in the male ring. The running order for the catalog for any color changes, okay? So if you've had color changes, need to know which class you've moved into, that is being printed off. If it's not there now, it will be on a blue easel just here. It doesn't affect, I don't think it affects today, but certainly tomorrow you need to look at your color, your class sections. So in our juniors, where we have A, B, and C, You may have been in A, you may now be in B. So please have a check, because with color changes, whether you've had a color change or not, that has moved our splits. Okay, so just double check that, so that if you think that you're not on at 8 o'clock, you may well be tomorrow morning. Okay, so do double check those things. We're going to start judging now at 3:30. And we're going to be starting with the white Surrey males and our black Wakaya females. You are really privileged to win a championship sash, which we're all got our fingers crossed for. When you come out of the ring, we will have barriers where we would ask you to just go and stand for a couple of minutes and show off your champions so that other exhibitors can come and see them. The ring stewards, are they set up? So they're just as you come out of both of the gates. We'd really appreciate that to allow everybody to learn and see where the standards are over the weekend. You'll have also noticed that in the schedule, there's no lunch break. There is, I just don't know what time it's going to be yet until I see how these guys are going to get on with their judging and what speed we're going to be, because we obviously won't take a break before we hit a championship. So we will be announcing as best we can when that is, but it will be fluctuating a little bit. You can enter Progeny classes up till 3 o'clock tomorrow, is that right? Progeny classes, so that's dams or sires, Progeny, light and dark. We'd like a few more entries with that. What other housekeeping do I have? Just a reminder to keep the alleyways clear. You know, try and make sure that we're not dragging bedding everywhere we're going. And I'm assuming everybody has found the muck skip, but it is outside the entry doors of where you came in. The overnights, there is overnight security. We aren't allowed in the hall after 9:30 p.m. and not before 6:30 a.m., but the animals will have security in here, and if there's any problems, then I think it's Duncan that gets called in the middle of the night. So don't worry, it will all be looked after. I think that pretty much covers all my little bits. So I would like to truly a warm welcome to our judges. We have got Roger Clark as our British judge, Amanda Vandenbosch over from the States. We've got Barbara Hetherington as another one of our British judges, and Natasha Clark all the way from Australia. And we are truly pleased to have you all here judging this weekend.
Okay, it looks like I've been nominated. The first thing I would like to say is a very happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Don't spare the clap for that one. No, on behalf of Amanda, Barbara, Natasha and myself, I would just like to take the opportunity to thank the BAS for their very kind invitation to judge this prestigious event that we enjoy attending every year, and we just cannot wait to get our hands onto those alpacas and get to appraise what will be the top animals in the UK. So congratulations to everybody that's here, and well done, and we look forward to seeing you all in the ring.
So we're going to be doing a co-judging system here this next 3 days. And so Barbara and I will be in the male ring here, and the Clarks, we've decided we're going to just refer to them as the Clarks, one with an E, one without, okay? Clark's ring. And what's our ring, Barbara? This is the fun ring, okay? So just telling you. So we really take our jobs seriously. We absolutely love judging. All of us here, it's great to see Liz, it's great to see Mary Jo. It's so great to be back here in the UK. Obviously, I have a British accent. I grew up here. I've lived in the United States for the last 35 years. But I have then a Dutch last name, so completely confusing to anyone. But all of us, I can say, from all the judges' perspectives worldwide, and we know from all of you breeders, We absolutely love our alpacas, the quest for breeding the next great alpaca. All of us are learning, and together, if we really pay attention, we can keep moving this industry forward. It's an absolutely amazing industry. So let's have a round of applause for everyone here and the industry as a whole. From a judging perspective, we're going to be judging 60% fiber, 40% conformation. We are going to examine every alpaca the same. We're looking at all the details. When we get the characteristics, then we put them back together to balance it out to make our placements. So you're then placed on a comparative basis, and we are going to start at the first place and place to sixth place in the ring. So we always say this when judging. One person thinks the judge is brilliant, okay? Shall we guess who that is? That's the person who won. Everybody else has an opinion, okay? So what we really encourage you to do is listen carefully to the judges' comments. Take advantage when the champions go up and they are out in the champion and the reserve champion rings after those classes. Go take a look at them and spend your time here over the next 3 days, getting to know your fellow alpaca breeders, going and looking at other animals and learning more about what everyone is doing, because that way it really does move us forward, okay? My last thing is we are at a show, okay? So we want to show off our alpacas in their best light. You're showing off your farm. You're showing off the industry. We're live streamed, so we are showing it worldwide, which is exciting. So let's really just show, you know, how brilliant the British Alpaca Society is, and the British breeders, and make this just a great weekend for everyone. So it's absolutely our honor as judges to be able to judge here. So we really do want to say thank you to all the exhibitors that are going to be part of this great event. So thank you very much.
Thank you. That's there's two things that I did forget to announce, and one is that when we're finished judging here today, we are going to announce, we're going to all move over to the fleeces that you'll have seen that's all covered up and you can't go in. We're going to announce the winners of the champions fleeces, and all be able to go and have a look at that as well after the ring. So don't run away at the very end. Where are we on time? All right, so you got a few minutes to round yourselves up for your first class, and if you can be ready for 3:30, that would be brilliant. Thank you.
Okay, looks like we've kicked off here on the BAS National Show 2023, and in ring 2, known as the Clark's Ring, we've kicked off with class 104A, Wakaya Junior Female Black. That's the Wakaya Junior Female Black 104A. Started in there, and the judges, we're privileged to have Mr. Roger Clark from Northern Ireland and Natasha Clark from Australia. And in the ring to my right, we're now starting with class 210, Surrey Junior Male White, the Junior Male White ring, ring 1. Right, the judges are Barbara Hetherington and Amanda van den Bosch from the States. Thank you. Okay, very good. As our judges settle down to judge the first class of the 2023 National Show, I would just like to say a big thanks to our gold sponsors, right? Without the sponsorship and people taking the classes and the sponsorship, gold sponsors, silver sponsors and bronze, and the sash sponsors, this show literally would not happen, right? You know, it's the benefit that people contribute to this show. It's with the money that they put in for the sponsorship and the mentions and the profile that they give right, that makes this show work and oils the wheels to produce this fantastic event. I'd like to thank our gold sponsors, Artwork Alpacas, Sensational Surrey, Pinnacle Alpacas, Reddens Alpacas, Usk Valley Alpacas, and Inca Alpacas especially as the gold sponsors of the show. The silver sponsors are Alpha Alpacas, Brilbury Alpacas, Acton Hill Alpacas, Dark Sky Alpacas, Legacy Alpacas, Alpacas of Northumberland, and the Toft Alpaca Stud. The bronze sponsors are CS Alpacas, Capital Alpacas, Hanniston Alpacas, Snows Hill Alpacas, Cole Comfort, and Lane House Alpacas. Thank you one and all for your contribution to make this show work. I hope that everybody's going to participate. It would be lovely. I don't suppose we've got many members of the general public here, but we've gone to a great effort this year to produce the fibre zone inside the hall down there with all of the products and everything else. And there are many trade stands outside doing all sorts of different and varied things to do with alpacas. Please make a time in your schedule to go and talk to these people, right? Please make a time to go and look and see what they've done and appreciate the effort that they've put in to provide, again, the wonderful showcase for our animals that we've got today. Apart from that, keep smiling and enjoy it all. Thank you. This is an exhibitor announcement. We have 2 alpacas in the following, the next class after this one, in ring 2 from Chinchero, and no one is at the collecting ring yet. So if somebody could get that organised, that will be class 104B. 104B, Wakaya Junior Female Black, which is the next class in the ring, with 2 exhibitors short just at the minute. Okay.
Okay, so here we are with our first class of the day. These are the junior Surrey white males, so they're between 6 months and 12 months of age. And as you can see in this lineup, we've got some excellent examples of the Surrey breed type. We're looking for an animal that already is balanced in their frame, for their young age, has already matured out as far as their overall size and their body balance. They're very, very young, but we want to already see the correctness in them. And as you stand these, go ahead and you can put them in profile. I think that gives you a really good picture as well. You can see that profile view with a very nice straight top line, that neck 2/3 of the length of the back equal to the length of the leg. We've got some great examples out here. As we were watching the alpacas come into the ring, we were watching them walk towards us. We were also watching them move away from us in profile, and then doing our hands-on examination. You'll notice that we pulled samples on all of these fleeces, and a real feature here with this show is having the screen and having the camera, so you guys can see, as we're opening up those fleeces, just what incredible fiber characteristics there are. So in this lineup here, number 2, if you'd like to step out, I'm going to have you just step forward and back as I talk about you. This young alpaca here came together as the overall most complete at this young age. Beautiful body balance, excellent style and type overall. The advantage here, a very, very fine fleece, and for that fineness within the structure of the lock, a lot of density already packing across that frame. You open up this fleece, it's very, very even, incredibly silky, just has an incredible silkiness to it, and also a very cool feel. The fibers were very organized, and you can layer each of those locks up. We went down into the belly, we moved up the shoulder into the neck, down across into the rump, and maintained that consistency. So for those reasons, congratulations, he stands here in first place. Thank you very much for bringing him out. You'll notice we compared these in the lineup. Number 5 comes up. We're seeing a really well-grown out male for such a young age. You can see he already has a lot of capacity to him. A really positive characteristic within the style of the lock here, packing a lot of fiber into each of those locks, the density being a real feature on this second place finisher. As we open up this fleece, just brilliant, brilliant luster carrying through. The advantage went to the male above for carrying that next level of luster and a little more extension, but still as we moved up into the neck, we maintained that style. Congratulations. The density was the cut between these two as I come to number 3. As we judge this third place alpaca, the alpaca exhibit number 1, really beautifully framed out as he stands there in profile, correct in his jaw alignment, correct in the shape of his head and ears. And you can see he's got great coverage from that top knot through his beard down all 4 legs. That carries through within his fleece, very silky to the hand. Just as we move further up onto his shoulder, it changed a little bit in style, slightly flatter, not quite the solidity and density, and that's what put him in the 3rd position today. Moving down to number 3 in the 4th position. When you stand back and look at this young alpaca, he really comes through with excellent style and type. We really appreciated his substance of bone. When you look at him from his top knot through his beard, through the locking across his neck, across his body, down his legs, he's really impressive. So congratulations to you. A silky fleece here, a little variation in the style of lock as we moved across the body, but still the overall phenotype he maintains here in the 4th position. Congratulations. He carried a little bit more substance of bone to him as we compared him to our 5th place finisher here. He was the youngest in this class today. He is just 6 months of age. And you can see he's just a little bit slighter. We get down past the fiber and we look at the actual substance of bone. He's just a slightly lighter framed male. However, this fleece is starting to develop beautifully as you open it up at the skin, incredibly organized within the lock structure. And you can see how the fleece is developing just in this company today. Those above him were a little bit more developed, but he is only 6 months old. So we certainly give him credit for that. And it's going to be exciting how this young alpaca continues to develop out. So congratulations to you. And then as we come to the 6th place alpaca here, as we look at him, we really do appreciate his overall development in his frame and his body style and type. He's got a lot of fiber across that really overall solid frame when you're looking at his capacity. As he moved out, he wasn't quite as strong off of his hind quarters in the ring, and you can see he's standing kind of a little bit close and tight off of those back legs, and when he moved away from us, he was just moving a little bit down that midline. He does have a lot of fiber across. As we moved across the blanket, the degree of uniformity just changing as we went from front to back. But let's give these guys a big round of applause. This was an excellent class to start the day off. Congratulations to you all.
Congratulations there in the first class in ring 1, Surrey Junior Male White class. The results were as follows. First was number 2, second was number 5, third was number 1, fourth was number 3, fifth was number 7, and sixth was number 6. There'll be next 2 classes in ring 1 will be the Surrey Intermediate Male White, of which there's 1 entry, and the Surrey Intermediate Male White 2-year Fleece, of which there's 3 entries, and both classes will be in the ring at the same time. Thank you. Congratulations there, class 104A, Wakaya Junior Female Black in ring 2. The first was number 39, second was 41, third was 33, fourth was 34, fifth was 36, and sixth was 38. Congratulations there to the winners. And we go now, this next class in the ring 2 will be class 104B, Wakaya Junior Female Black. That's 104B. In the ring 1, in the male ring, we've got coming into the ring now the Surrey Intermediate Male White, of which there's only 1 entry, and the Intermediate Male White 2-year Fleece. That's 2 classes in the ring at the same time. Thank you. While we've started the judging there, just like to give everybody, all the exhibitors, a heads up that on Sunday there will be the young handlers competition there. And there will be there were young handlers competition for the under 12s as normal, and the over the 12 to 16s. And also, sometime on Sunday, I understand there's going to be a junior judges masterclass, right? And this is an entry from anybody from 8 to 26. So you're still classed as a junior if you're 26, and that'll be happening on Ring 1 on Sunday. And the judges who are judging the show will be giving a short masterclass using three Wakaya, 3 Surrey, and they will be introducing the young people to judging, and then doing a sort of masterclass on judging and what to look for and where to go. Entries for this need to be at the desk by 3 p.m. on Saturday. So by 3 p.m. on Saturday, if you're classed as a junior judge and you fancy getting the grip of that, it'll be anybody from the age of 8 to 26. It'll take place on the ring on Sunday, the Junior Judges Masterclass. A first for the national show, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to it. Thank you.
Okay, we carry on with our white male series, and we have two classes in the ring. We have a single entry in the Sean class, and we have started with the first. We don't have to in a single class, but this male we felt was deserving of that first. He's been Sean 10 months regrowth. Really impressed with the length and the amount of fleece here growing, really pumping it onto this alpaca. The masses of fleece everywhere we looked, and consistent in that style and quality fleece across the body. When we look at the frame here, would you like to step forward? We just would have liked to see the top line just a little straighter when he walked in the ring there. And as we're looking at him, it's just standing a little higher in the hock, which is just making his top line a little higher at through the hind quarters there. But certainly the amount of luster, fineness and uniformity and density, it was well worthy of that first place, so congratulations there. And then we have 3 alpacas in our unshorn class here. The first place alpaca, really well balanced male, if you'd like to stand forward here. Well proportioned, really walked well as he came into the ring, and a good strength of bone and capacity in that frame. And when we looked in the fleece, he was the finest in the class. He was very uniform in his micron, which gave him that really soft handle and a really good luster right across the fleece. He carried the quality of that fibre, the fineness and handle right into the extremities and up the neck as well. So well worthy of that first place. Congratulations. And then our second place alpaca here did appreciate the length here in this fleece. Really, for only 19 months of fleece, really an abundance of fleece on him. When we looked at the frame, it's hard to, when we're looking at that balance on a full fleeced alpaca, but he just is slightly off on that balance, just a little bit shorter in the leg, despite the fleece length. But well deserving of that second place for the amount of fleece there. Again, a good level of luster, but not quite the handle of our first place there, nor quite the luster which stood you in the second place. And we get to our third place here. Again, a well-balanced male, very true to type. He just didn't carry the same amount of luster and handle into the extremities of the alpaca standing in second place. Not quite as dense, but we did appreciate that he had a good level of luster, just propping into third place really with that handle today. But congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations there, right, in the class 230, sorry, intermediate male white. First place was awarded number 8, 530, sorry, intermediate male white 2-year fleece. First was number 11. Second was number 439, which had transferred from the grey class, which I think is the first ever, right? And somebody needs to go to Specsavers and get the old the collar chart out and have a look, because from the grey class to the white class, it's a real bit of doing, number 439. And third was number 10. Thank you. Right, the class coming in now is the Surrey Adult Male White 2-year fleece, class 550. That's in ring 1. Okay, while we're at the administration, everyone's getting settled in and sort of making a list of what they've got to do, I have to announce as well that the Sire's Progeny class, right, will be, there's the dam and the Sire, there's light and dark Sire's Progeny, and all the entries have to be in by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So there's the light and dark, there's the Surrey and the Wakaya, and there's the dam's Progeny and the Sire's Progeny. All those entries need to be in at the desk by 3 o'clock tomorrow. So now you know who's at the show, you know roughly what's going on. You can select your classes and get them in for entries to the desk. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, here we are moving into our adult classes. We have 2 alpacas out here at 43 months and 32 months of age. And these males are already in the breeding program. They are working males. And number 13 is going to take the first place position today. When we looked at him, overall, he was the most complete. You want to just step him up here. As this male is maturing, he is correct in his jaw alignment. He's got excellent body balance to him. When I look at him from a side profile, that neck 2/3 the length of his back, equal to the length of his leg as well. Really excellent triangular shape to his head. He has very spear-shaped ears, very erect and upright. So when you look at him just in overall style and type, he carries through really, really well. You absolutely, he's a Surrey, he carries that phenotype beautifully. As we opened up the fleeces and looked at these two in comparison, he carried, for his age, maintaining good fineness within the structure here and the lock. The amount of fiber running across his body, what his advantage really was the overall uniformity. His uniformity carried forward onto his shoulder. It moved back onto his rump and further down into his belly as well. So that slickness, a good degree of luster. We could have the next level of luster, like we like to open them up and just, the angels should sing. He's got luster, you can see it, but we would like to see the next level. But still, he is maintaining this first position for that overall uniformity, style, and type. Congratulations to you. As we come then into the second position, number 12, we'd just like to bring him up. As we viewed this male coming in, he certainly is very impressive as he has matured out. He's going into his 4th year here. He was shorn at 2 years. This is 21 months of growth on him. So we want to recognize him for the amount of fiber on that frame. A lot of density in this fleece. You can see that from the outside, and it didn't disappoint when we opened up that fleece. A lot of solidity and fiber packed into each of those locks. across the fleece. He changed a little bit in style as he came further forward, didn't carry quite as far into the extremities, and that's where we gave the first place the advantage. But overall, when you look at him, he's a very robust male, and we absolutely recognize him for the amount of fleece he is carrying across that frame. Congratulations to you both. A real pleasure to judge. Well done.
We've now moved on to the Surrey Champion White Male class here, and it's kindly been sponsored by Snows Hill Alpacas. So we'd really like somebody from Snows Hill Alpacas to rock up and award this prize once the judges have decided who the champion and reserve will be. Thank you. This is also an exhibitor announcement for Bobcat Alpacas. We're short in the pen a couple of alpacas for the next class, and if they could get themselves organized, that would be appreciated. Thank you. Just to keep everything on track, after this, the championship, the Surrey Champion White Male, the champion here, which was sponsored by Snows Hill, will be moving straight on to Class 216, Surrey Junior Male Light. That will be in Ring 1, Class 216, Surrey Junior Male Light. Thank you. In Ring 2, we're currently judging Class 104B, Wakaya Junior Female Black, and the class following this will be Class 124, Wakaya Intermediate Female Black. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations here to our champion in the white male Surrey section. We did go with the junior. We couldn't go past him. We loved him when he walked in. Such a great frame, really balanced male, good strength of bone, very true to type in his head style. And then when we got in the fleece, we weren't disappointed at all. There's an abundance of fleece here, really, really dense. And everywhere you look, we're looking in his cheeks and everywhere down his legs, we get the same consistency in that style, which is telling us, you know, the uniformity of micron, the density is there throughout. Add to that a really good luster throughout as well, and a really well-deserving champion. Congratulations. And then we went to the other end of the age group with our reserve here, and he's 32 months of age. He's got 22 months fleece there, and you can see he's a really good
Congratulations there to the champion white Surrey male. The champion was number 2, which was Evolution, the Viscount from Alpaca Evolution Limited. And the reserve champion was number 13, Evolution Cool Your Jets from Alpaca Evolution. Double whammy there in the Surrey champion white male. And a big thank you to Snows Hill Alpacas for sponsoring the champion white male class. Much appreciated. Thank you. The next class in ring 1 will be 216 Surrey Junior Male Light. Surrey Junior Male Light class will be the next one in ring 1. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your patience, everybody, as we went through a challenging class, a very competitive class of junior black females. 10 in the class, as you can see. First place going to number 51, a very stylish young female here at 7 months with 7 months fleece growth. We really appreciated the soft handle of that fleece, how bright and well nourished it was, and how uniform in micron and dense she was. And it really was that level of density that just put 51 over our second place here. Again, at 8 months old, she's carrying an abundance of fleece on a correct frame, really soft handling. Particularly appreciated the uniformity of micron here on this female, and it was really that level of uniformity in that micron when we were pulling the samples that placed our second over third here today. At 8 months, we really appreciated how well grown this female was. She's very stylish in her gait when she came into the ring, and again when we got hands on with that fleece, we really appreciated the level of density, particularly when we consider the ratio of fineness that she's exhibiting to her density. And it was the density of our third place that stood her above our fourth here today. Fourth, number 49, moved quite considerably back and forward, up and down the line. But we're very happy that you're in this fourth place in such a competitive class. Again, a very true to type female, really appreciated the head type being exhibited here. And again, that soft handling fleece. Really appreciated the density. She's packing a lot onto that frame, and it was the density here again that placed above number 46 in fifth place. 46, again, a really well nourished, bright, soft handling fleece. And when we pulled those samples out, we really appreciated that uniformity of micron being exhibited. She wasn't just carrying the same degree of density as the animal standing above her here today, but really it was that level of uniformity that stood her above our sixth place here. Sixth place, phenotypically, a very stylish female, very, very true to type, well grown for her age. We really appreciated the overall phenotype being presented here. Again, she's carrying an abundance of fleece, a good level of density. She just wasn't quite as uniform in that micron as the animals in the lineup before, but very worthy of the sixth place in a very competitive class. Thank you.
Congratulations there to class 104B. The results were as follows. Right, first was number 51, second number 50, third 47, fourth 49, fifth was 46, and sixth was 44. Congratulations to you all. The next class in the ring will be the Kaya Intermediate Female Black. Class 124 will be the next class in ring 2. Just to remind everybody, the class now in ring 1 is the Surrey, whoa, here we go. The Surrey Junior Male Light class, class 216, is currently in ring 1. Thank you. While I've got a minute, I can just remind everybody that the film for the Catcher Benefit is going to be shown at 6:30 in one of the rooms inside the building. I don't know which one, but I'm sure somebody will tell you where it is. I know that Mike Safley will be attending to give a little talk on it. That's the Catcher Benefit film. Will be at 6:30 inside the building. Round about 5:30 is the time scheduled for announcing the winners of the Fleece Show, the Champion of Champions Fleece Show, which is wonderfully organised as usual by Julia Corrigan Stewart, judged by Mr. Roger Clark, and the winners will be announced at 5:30 at the far end of this hall where the fleeces are already set out. Thank you.
Okay, here we have the intermediate black female class. When this class walked into the ring, I thought to myself, wow, there are a lot of females with fantastic confirmation to be carrying a pregnancy. And when this female came in this top position, I just loved her frame. I said to Roger, what a great capacity to be carrying a pregnancy, but with that, great substance of bone. And when you look past all that, she had the fleece to match. We opened her up. She is growing a beautiful long fleece, and that's really pleasing to see. We opened her up on her neck, and we both commented how long that is. It's bright, it's soft, it's so uniform in micron. It's carrying that high quality fleece right into the extremities, and that's really what we want to see. We don't want to see any throwaway fleece, and she was a pleasure to judge. Congratulations. We move on down to the second place female. I actually said to Roger, I really like this girl's head. It's just a beautiful head, very true to type, a strong frame also. And she also has that great density, but she was just not carrying that higher quality fibre into the extremities. But it was that density that's left her in that second position. Third place female, we really appreciate the softness of handle to this fleece. Beautiful and fine, but there was a bit more variation between the primaries and secondaries, and that's what's moved her into that third position, but still a very luxurious soft handling fleece. And it was that overall fineness of micron that's placed her over our fourth place female. Once again, a female with a great frame, really good frame to be carrying a pregnancy, growing in an excellent length, a bright fleece, and she has that density, and it was really that density that's kept her in that position, but just not the fineness of micron of the girls placed above. And even fifth and sixth, they're in that position because they also had excellent density, and we really split them. These girls are very similar in micron, a similar frame, softness, uniformity of micron, but we just split those three on density, and that's how we place them today. Thank you again for bringing them out.
Congratulations there to the winners there in class 124, Wakaya Intermediate Female Black in ring 2. First was number 53, second 54, third was number 56, fourth was 57, fifth was 55, and sixth was 58. In ring 1 at the moment, we have the Surrey Intermediate Male Light, class 236. There are 2 entries in this, and shortly then we'll be having the last class come in with the in the Surrey lights, which will be 536 and 556 will come in together. So this is 236 intermediate male light in the ring 1, and in ring 2 coming in now is, hold your horse, there we go. Yeah, class 144 Wakaya in adult female black. 144, yes, 144 adult female black in ring 2, and Surrey intermediate male light in ring 1. Slight correction there in ring 2. We've got 2 classes in the ring at the same time. 144 Wakaya into adult female black, and 164 Wakaya senior female black, which is a single entry. Thank you. Shortly after this class, we'll be moving to the Wakaya champion black female, which has kindly been sponsored by Inca Alpaca. So we'll be expecting someone from Inca Alpaca to come ringside to award the prizes. Thank you. congratulations there. In the Surrey Intermediate Male Light class, 236 first was number 26, and second was number 25. Now moving on in ring 1 with class 536, Surrey Intermediate Male Light in a 2-year fleece. So it's 536 Intermediate Male Light 2-year fleece, and coming in with it will be 556 Surrey Adult Male Light in 2-year fleece. That's 536 and 556, 2 classes in the ring at the same time in ring 1. So when we've come to the conclusion of the classes in the ring at the moment, in ring 2, we'll be moving to the Wakaya Champion Black Female, which has kindly been sponsored by Inca Alpaca, and we will be moving in ring 1 to the Surrey Champion Light Male, which has kindly been sponsored by Faraway Alpacas. Thank you very much to both Inca Alpacas and Faraway Alpacas for sponsoring these championships. So the Surrey Champion Light Male will follow the class in ring 1, and the Wakaya Senior Female, Wakaya Champion Black Female will be in ring 2, kindly sponsored by Inca Alpaca. Thank you. So just to make everything clear, when we've moved on from these classes and done the championships, which will follow, right, that will end the judging for Friday, and then we'll be moving down to the other end of the hall where the fleece, the Champion of Champions fleece winners will be announced, right, and the prizes presented. So that'll follow on straight away from the class after this one, right? So it'll be the championship class both in the ring 1 and in ring 2, and then will be the fleece presentations at the far end of the hall. After that, at 6:30, the Get Your Benefit film will be running in one of the rooms. I understand there's a bar there. I've not been informed which room it is, but that's around about 6:30. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have, don't spare the applause. In the ring at the moment here, we have 2 classes. We have our adult black Wakaya class with 3 entries, and we have 1 senior entry. So within our class here, we had a clear class winner within this adult class, number 64. This female's 33 months of age. She's carrying 10 months of fleece. All on a very, very true to type, correct, robust frame. When we get hands-on with the fleece, we were really impressed with the length of fibre that this female was pumping out for the growth period. The fleece is dense whenever we get hands on. It's very, very dense and uniform within that micron when we were pulling the samples right across. And we particularly appreciated the length of fibre that she was exhibiting right across and even up into the neck area there. So it was the sum of those traits, but in particular the level of density being exhibited, that placed our first over our second here today. This female, again, same age, 33 months, carrying 10 months of fibre. This female, again, very true to type. And when I got hands on, when Natasha and I got hands on, we both sort of looked at each other and said, wow, she's so soft handling. Really, really, really soft to the touch. She was the finest in the lineup here today, so we really appreciated the micron, the level of fineness that she was exhibiting for her age, and it was really that micron, the fineness, that stood our second place over our third here. Again, a very robust female carrying an abundance of fleece on a correct frame. Really appreciated how black she was and how uniform in her colour she was. Again, the length of fibre that was being exhibited here, she just wasn't quite as fine as the female standing above her here today, but very worthy of a third place. Congratulations to you all. Moving on then to our senior. This senior walked in. You can see she's a veteran. She's done this before, I can imagine. And she walked in, she took it all in her stride. She's very, very, very pleasing to the eye. Very true to type and what we look for in a female Wakaya. Right from her head, right across the rest of her phenotype. Very good substance of bone, excellent capacity across that chest. And when we get into the fleece, for her age, she was 115 months of age, carrying a 10-month fleece. We were both really impressed with the amount of fibre that this female, as a senior, is still pumping out, and the length of fibre that she's exhibiting, all on a really excellent, pleasing frame. So no hesitation giving a first place here. Well done. Thank you.
Congratulations there in class 144 and 164. In 144, Kaya adult female black. The prizes were the ribbons were awarded. First was number 64, second 63, third was 62. In class 164, Wakaya senior female black, number 65 was awarded the first place. Congratulations. We're now moving on to the Wakaya champion black female, which has kindly been sponsored by Inca Alpaca, and we'll be expecting somebody from Inca Alpaca to turn up ringside to award the championship when it's been decided. Thank you. Shortly after the class in ring 1, we'll be moving to the champion light male, which has been sponsored by Faraway Alpacas. So when we get to the result there, we'll be looking for somebody from Faraway Alpacas to come and award the prizes. Thank you. Congratulations there, Nokaya adult female. Oh, it's me, wrong class. Sorry, intermediate. Two-year Fleece, intermediate male light class, and the adult male light 2-year Fleece 556. In 536, the results were as follows. First was number 27, second was number 29, and third was number 28. In class 556, number 31 was awarded first place. Congratulations. We're now on the Surrey Champion Light Male, which has kindly been sponsored by Faraway Alpacas, and we'll be expecting someone from Faraway to turn up at the ringside to award the prizes shortly after the judges have made sure, decided who is the champion and who is the reserve. Thank you. Oh, I've been asked, this is a member announcer, I've been asked by Duncan Puller to mention that there's a Meet the Board session at the BAS stand after the Fleece awards, and I think it's supposedly before the film for the Catch a Benefit, but like it's over in the corner by the BAS stand, which is over to my right, and that will be after the Fleece awards have been given, which will follow on from the end of the show, the showing for today, which will be the 2 championships. This one in ring 1 we're doing now, and then following this class in ring 2, there will be the championship. Oh, this is the championship, sorry, in ring 2, right? So that like following these 2 championship results, they will then move on to the fiber section, where we'll be looking at the fleeces, and awards will be given there. And after that, there's a Meet the Board session at the BAS stand, if anyone wants to go along and have a chat. That'll only be half an hour long. So there you go. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you all for your patience as Natasha and I had the absolute pleasure of going through all of these wonderful black first places here in the lineup, and then the second place behind our champion. I just want to congratulate number 53 on taking the championship here today. It was a very close call between our champion and reserve. As you can see, two very, very comparable females. We went through everything apart from the fleece between their toes to make a difference in them. We pulled samples right across the body, and they were incredibly comparable indeed. And really, our champion here took that position just based on going right into the chest area. This is a very stylish female. We've talked about her in the last lineup there, and very, very worthy of that championship, both based on the combination of fleece traits that she presents and her phenotype, her overall appearance as well. So very, very worthy. And that's not to take away from our reserve here. Again, a very stylish, true to type Wakaya female, carrying an abundance of very high quality fibre, all on an excellent frame, and very worthy of that reserve. So very close. And I just want to congratulate everybody for standing in this ring and for being able to get into the ring. It's no mean feat to get into the championship lineup here at the National, so it was a pleasure for us to get through and appraise such high quality black animals. Thank you.
Congratulations there, and the champion black female, Wakaya champion black female, which is sponsored by Inca Alpaca. The champion was number 53, which is, hang on a second, was Inca Panache, owned by Inca Alpaca Limited, and the reserve champion was number 64, Inca Oklahoma, owned by Inca Alpaca Limited. Congratulations. In the ring one, the championship in the light males championship, the champion was number 27, Popham Surrey Armstrong, owned by Southern Sands, Mrs. Ben and Andrew Robinson. Congratulations. And reserve champion was 14, which was Lane House Zephyr, owned by Lane House Alpacas. Well done. Congratulations to you all. That ends the showing for today. We're now moving down to the fibre section for the announcement of the winners of the Champions Fleece Show, which was judged previously by Roger Clark and organised wonderfully by Julia Corrigan Stewart. Judging will start tomorrow at 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock in the ring. Judging will start tomorrow. Thank you. Everybody needs to check their running orders for tomorrow, because there's been numerous colour changes which has affected the class and the split classes and who's added to what and everything else. So just check that tonight before you go. I've been informed by Libby it will be on the website later, the new running order, so you will be able to check it there. Okay. Thank you very much. Well done, everybody. Congratulations to the judges. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to see the results of the Champion of Champions Fleece Show. This year, Orchard Corner, Charlie and Scott kindly sponsored the Fleece Show, so thank you very much. The fleeces were judged by Roger Clark in February, assisted by a small group of helpers, and you all know who you were. So a huge thanks to you all. Obviously, they all had to abide by Vegas rules, so no one could let out who these champions were until today. So well done to all of you, because I don't think it's been, seeped out yet. Anyway, we had 55 entries this year, and as you will see once the display is open, it was fantastic to see such amazing fleeces. A real accolade to the high quality we are producing.